Okay, well now we know what all the ads are like in this boss
Yep.
counter, so that's good.
Yay.
Okay, so this is a two-phase boss. We're gonna have the boss by himself at first for about 35 seconds, and then the rooms are gonna open here on the. You can see the three extensions to the room. They'll open up. We're gonna split into two teams and kill two of those things we just saw, and deal with their mechanics. The third one, which is gonna be the Demolisher. Decimator, rather, is going to live, and we're going to have to kill him during the second phase with the boss. So we first kill him and then go back to the boss. And then it's basically a rinse-repeat type thing.
So, Kangex, can you help me making the markers for these guys? Which colors are each of these portals?
You don't. So you, right I don't know if it's random or not, but it's the one you were.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We're gonna have to play it by ear, I think, for the first poll. But we have to split the raid into two for the second phase.
One's red, one's green, isn't it?
Second cauldron on the jumping troll.
There's red,
Oh,
green,
red and
purple.
purple.
I'd like to make red, green, purple pillars if they always are the same spawns. But
Well, let's- I think
normal,
No, they're not.
in normal they changed.
okay.
So I'll quickly go through the things for the boss phase. There's foraging strike is the swap mechanic for tanks. You have to be 5 yards apart from each other. In the second and subsequent boss phases, when there's an ad up, the off tank should tank it. And there'll be diabolic bombs which circle around the platform, and the non-tanking tank should pick them up if they can, but not too many in a row.
What's
Then
the
the rest.
strategy on the team split? Is it just
I mean, it's roughly same DPS and healing on either team.
get a tank for each one?
Yes.
Everybody else stacks in a loose clump away behind the boss. We avoid the things on the ground. And then when the next phase starts, you have to be in place because the ads get a damage debuff that goes away as the phase goes through in the other phase. So you want to really open up at the start of the phase. And the only other thing is when the phase ends, there's going to be something called well, I don't know. DBM should warn you, but if you're still in the room when it finishes casting, you'll die.
The floor turns like bright green and obviously harmful, and if you're not, if you're on it, it's going to take big, huge ticking damage. You can probably take 2 or 3 ticks max.
So the basic logic is first boss phase by himself, do a bunch of damage to the boss as much as we can. Then the walls open and we get the ads. The teams split apart, kill each of their ads. Then the next boss phase, we first kill the third ad that nobody killed in the intermediate phase, then the boss, and then rinse and repeat.
Hey, Adam, I'm going to put down 2 colors. Team 1 should go to green. Team 2 should go to blue. Or something along those lines.
Mash the tanks. Make them
Let me
yellow
know
and
what
blue.
they are, and I can color code.
Okay, well, there's it's
I'm
see
in
where
team
the
one. So I divided group 1 and 3, and 2 and 4, and I tried to divide them equally. Help me spot check me on that.
It looks good. If you guys, if we happen to finish, if either of the teams happen to finish their ad, go kill the third ad. So let's do the first group. We'll do green, and the second group will go to blue. In fact, we can make green yellow, and then it'll be really obvious.
Wait, what?
just don't. Team 1 and 3. Team 1 goes to green. Team 2 grows to blue. Done.
That's not going to
Push
work
the
if the
green
tanks have to run
pads.
to the other side of the platform.
So
Oh, never mind. You're talking about the colors. That's fine. You're right.
yeah, sorry.
Talk about colors of the ads, right?
No, I'm talking about the colors of the symbol that is on the ground.
So you can see in the wings right now, there's a blue and a green marker.
That's where
During
the
the
ad is
second
going to show
phase,
up.
that's where you're going to go.
Yeah, it's marked on the angry assignments.
Couple of notes from melee from normal. Reverberating strike leaves behind like a glowing, looks like a glowing nail. You do not ever want to be near it after it's been left there. It's permanent for the rest of the fight. And every time he does reverberating strike, all of them that are left get hit again. And
We
do
talked
area
about
damage.
purple balls and the
And
green
then the
beam.
purple balls was the other thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you have to avoid during the boss phase. You have to avoid detonation charges, diabolic bombs, and laser.
Let's do the attempt. The laser is pretty obvious. There are people on normal that know how to handle the bombs, the rolling balls of death.
Yeah, I'll call green beam.
So
when I call it, just look at his little claw pincer position. He's going to blast out a beam, and he can move clockwise and counterclockwise. I think it's sort of random, so just be aware.
If you are not a tank, you do not want him ever to be facing you. If he is facing you, bad things are going to happen to you.
Very much so.
So it looks like the DPS are going to start here on the green side. The loose clumping.
Hey,
Loose
Techie,
clumping.
you don't
is
want to
what-
stand back there. That area is the area that goes
Yeah.
inhospitable.
Immediately.
Alrighty.
Let's do it.
Five, four, three, two, one.
There's the balls.
Oh, you get more on heroic. Neat.
This is laser beam. And there's already 10 people.
Hey, Fibs, remember that thing you whispered me?
Yep.
I thought you were joking, buddy.
Alright. Split up.
So the beam moves faster than you can move.
Which colors? Which color at?
Well,
They're color coded.
Don't let the bomb
You go to
hit
the
you.
blue one.
That they hurt.
not only do they hurt you, but they hurt the entire raid.
Oh, this is going to be a massacre.
Yes.
We screwed. We had too many people dead. Okay, so look at the ground. That's what you don't want to stand in.
Okay, so we need
All
to.
out.
Should we just wipe or what?
Let's see what we can see. Oh, we're gonna see balls slamming into our faces. Apparently.
All right. So
Okay, so we want to move blue dot. We want to move the blue group to the back one instead of the one we have it because we don't want. Unless does it change every pull?
It's random.
Oh, not the whole night. It's every
Oh,
pull.
no. Actually, let me restate that because when we did this on normal, it seemed like it was the same every time.
Okay,
the
so we
first
want
one
the one. We
was all-
want to move the blue group then to the back because we want to leave the red one up, the decimator.
Sounds good.
Cauldron's still up.
Like that.
So let's talk about those balls. The balls are something that we're going to need to explode in a controlled way, but they do a big damage pulse to the entire raid when you explode them, which falls off by distance. So you essentially need someone on the other side of where the boss is now, whose responsibility it is to just go grab the balls. When we were doing this in normal, it made sense for melee people to be doing it.
But I thought that the off tank did it because that's away from the rest of the raid.
Whatever, that'll work.
The taunt swap seemed faster than I was anticipating. Hamon, do we need to be?
That was
Can we
just
be
me
on top
pulling
of each other?
aggro. That
No,
wasn't
5 yards.
5 yards, okay. Well, the first one I taunted immediately. It was a pretty quick swap, so.
Well, there's only one stack. Yeah.
So remember, Rackmar, I heard you make a comment about the green beam being faster than you. Yes, that is the case. But he stands in position for a while before he casts it, which is why if he's ever pointing at you, you want to get the fuck away.
There's a
Does
big
he always
ass
move?
warning.
Does he always move clockwise?
I started
No.
running,
No.
and the beam overran me and killed me.
Yeah, you need to. You can't just step away and handle it. You need to start running. If he's pointing like right where you are, just start running away.
Something to keep in mind: running around the outer part of the circle takes you longer than running around the inner part of the circle.
Yeah, great point.
And when I ran in
Geometry.
and then followed it, I could easily outrun it, even as a warlock.
Yeah.
I learned that from you, PvP.
Yeah, there's a big wind up to it though. As soon as you see him turn, there's a huge, boss warning that says "Ruiner" coming or whatever.
I'm
And
gonna
you just need to start running. Pick
Hey,
a
lad.
direction and go.
I'm gonna enjoy every time you disengage off the platform. I just want to let you know.
I'll be laughing with you. Because if I die by falling, it means I still miss the beam.
Oh, save cooldowns for the ad phase. We want to spike those down while they're being started up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That was a nice bloodlust you didn't want to use.
But you
Oh, I
can
thought we said it at
bloodlust
the
on this
beginning.
phase. It's one of the options.
Balls up.
Depends on how much trouble you have with the ads.
Watch out for the balls, guys. Come on.
Really
Beams.
think
Beam is not a one shot. It hurts though.
Alright, get to your rooms.
Trent going out.
Remember, most damage right up front here.
Get out of the alcoves.
stack that purple circle.
Oh, they died before it even went off.
Jim's gonna die here.
Green beam.
Look out for purple balls.
Yeah, the purple balls are really annihilating us. People need to be able to avoid those. They move a lot faster than a normal.
Are they going up? Are they going separate directions? They're always going
Nope.
clockwise.
They're
Always going
always go
clockwise.
All right, that helps.
Were people dead on the team with the purple? Is that why it didn't die?
Yes.
Okay.
I think there were one or two. Yeah.
Because there's like 3 of us over there.
Because that's gonna pretty much be a wipe if
Sin's gonna
those
get to the
guys
front
are
for a
up.
little wipage.
So ideally, we kill him before he even gets out of his alcove, right?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
we only have to deal with the one red one with the boss in the face.
Are we gonna have wipe recovery here?
Yep.
We
we're
are.
good.
Don't release.
So I didn't get the res, nor do I have the option to release.
You off the side?
Okay, I just died.
That's impressive, Eladra.
So why are you interrupting this guy during his hot tub bath?
This is the engineer. Every raid we have to kill an engineer.
That was odd that we just got a DBM warning.
Yeah, at least he's not a. At least he's not a goblin.
So the ball mechanic is they need to be detonated as far away from the bulk of the raid as possible because they do more damage the closer they are. So the two that hit us right before the beam, right in the middle of the raid, was really bad. Is that what we were talking about, designating the off tank to be doing? Detonating
right,
those?
but that means that we have to miss it when it comes to our side.
Right.
So we really need to think a little harder about our positioning here also, because this circle is way bigger than healer range. So like where Haman is standing right now, he's not getting any heals.
I follow him.
Yeah, that's why Sin chased him, yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. So for tanks, that's okay, but during the fight, the melee or the DPS gets spread around out all over the circle as well.
Gotcha. Always be between the two tanks and you'll be okay, yeah?
I was going to ask, is there a big reason why the melee, why we can't all stack up in, DPS can't all stack up in technically melee range?
Well, yes, because we're gonna have decimator in the boss phase.
Okay, well, yeah, once we get that up, but I like this first one. If we're all stacked, or maybe two stacks with each group that's going to be going to their assigned Fel Reaver.
No, I mean, there's no good reason to stack. We just need to stay in the same rough area. Unless the healers, it's really more efficient if we're stacked or something like that.
No, I mean, it doesn't really matter about stacking. It's more along the lines about making sure that you're in range of healing.
You want to stay in this rough area.
Okie doke.
Could healers be in melee range? Can you reach across the circle?
We will, yeah. Probably, but I don't really want to go test it right now, Chubbs.
Well, no, now is not an ideal time.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, I accidentally fell off.
Nub.
It brings you back up here.
Let's see how the range is.
World of Warcraft always lulls you to sleep with safety walls that are invisible, and then they fuck you on boss fights.
Do we want to do a bloodlust on the ad phase or the second ad phase?
Yeah, that's when you're supposed to bloodlust is the ad phase.
They said if you have trouble getting through the ad phase, then bloodlust then.
I mean, we haven't cleanly gotten into it yet either, but I would, to get further into the fight and see more of it, I think that's what we should do.
All right, I think we're all set.
Balls up.
Here comes your beam soon.
Guys, you gotta watch out for the balls.
There it is. There's beam.
I just ran through it. I thought I was gonna go the other way. That's stupid.
All right, get to your ads.
Ow, balls.
I think we want to drop lust either
going out
now or before we scatter because it's less time.
All right, go to red if your boss is dead. Alright, the ads are priority, then cleave on to the boss.
Slow perp balls inbound.
Come on, guys.
Alright, get back to the... Oh, get him on. Oh, it's gonna be a wipe. Laser.
Adam, get that ball when it comes around. Oh, never mind. I'll get it.
Somebody popped a bomb and killed me.
Can we get melee to go more like max melee range? Because the balls on the tank ring is kind of annoying.
They spawn on that ring no matter what.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think it has anything.
There's three. Looks like there's 3 tracks they spawn on.
Alright, kill yourselves, guys.
It's got.
So green and purple are on the 2 front platforms, and in the second one.
How is Blue's ad doing? I think purple
And
we're
dead.
behind by
Yeah,
about
guys,
50%.
you really need to wipe faster. We need to run back
Yeah,
now.
switch out,
It's not that bad a run, though.
Blues died way before it spawned that time.
Okay, yeah, we were about. It was about like 12% whenever he got done casting his thingamajig, so we need to probably switch out.
switch out Cedo.
No way.
Cedo with who?
Just add CO.
Oh, we already have extra in odds group, so.
Doesn't matter. Cedo just needs. If we're having trouble with that one, then add Cedo and off we go.
Alright.
If one of them dies way faster than the other, then it's fine. Just go to the other one.
Did both sides get the bloodlust on that one?
I got it on blue.
I got it.
So I'm gonna try and call it. You want to start going over there early, because as soon as they start the initializing thing, that's when they take the most damage.
Yep.
You can take the Warlock portal directly through the beam, and you take no damage. Just make sure the beam's in the middle.
I trust Warlock portals as much as I trust Mage ones.
Ours are better. You can see both ends.
Auto hammer's down.
You won't have a soul when you get out on the other side, though.
You don't have one. You're undead. Why are you worried about a soul?
Undead have souls. They're not gingers.
Yeah, no body, but yes, soul.
Incoming melee ball. Somebody pop.
Laser.
Beam.
That was poor timing.
Alright, go to the ads.
Close.
Alright, purple died in good time that time.
Go help the red one.
All right, 2 heads down. Very good.
Trank is going out.
Come on, I got red. You can get the boss.
2 balls coming up right in the middle of the raid. Look out.
We're about to speed up.
Go away, decimate people.
Ah, don't hit those balls when you're near other people, please.
Get him on up.
Another ball coming
Melee
up.
range.
Look out.
Laser coming.
Kegx, will you grab a ball the next time it comes by? You're in the best spot.
Sure.
Beam.
Laser.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Purple
2 balls,
behind
melee.
tanks.
All right, next dead phase.
Shot for the balls. Since popping 1.
Purple's behind.
Oh, there's 2 greens.
Lasers coming
Beam.
out.
Help soon.
Oh, good lord.
Stack 1.
Stack for purple.
Stack.
That's why I don't want all 3 up.
So I would say this fight is definitely a step up in difficulty over the last one.
Over normal, yeah.
Don't release. I think we have recovery.
Yes.
Was that purple and all 3 adds up just coincidence, or we're gonna have to deal with that?
We had a lot of DVS down.
No,
Okay.
and also we didn't pre-position. I'll call it next time to be in. I'll try to call it earlier next time to go to the ads.
So there's 2 greens and a purple in that phase. What is our priority? Still purple and 1 green?
Purple is always the priority because otherwise, because you all have to stack up. But other than that, just kill a green.
To be honest, I think stacking's easier than having to spread out for 2 sets of green puddles that people have to soak individually. I don't know. I'm throwing that out there as a.
We should have only had 1 up, so it would have been 1 green.
Ideally,
I guess that's my point. Ideally, if we
most
get
of
2
the
down
raid
every
won't be
time.
dead at that point.
Hey, if you are group 2 and 4, you're going the blue way, go follow Haman towards the right instead of the left.
Gotcha.
Because as we're set now, we've got the tanks all the way on the left, and then the balls have to go through the entire raid before tanks can think about popping them.
Is the Jackhammer boss making an appearance tonight? Haven't heard it in a while.
You want me to stay
No,
over here,
I think
Amon?
the snow has caused them to get days off.
Cool. Enjoy
Doesn't
your
really
sleep.
matter, Adam. I don't. Does this boss have a back?
Yeah, you cannot tank him. I mean, people have to be behind him. They cannot stand in front of him, I don't believe.
Right, I'm ready now.
Other than the hammer, Sin's kind of been hanging out with Mark most of the time, and I haven't taken any real damage other than
I don't think there's any
avoiding hammer.
No, I don't think there's a parry, if that's what you're asking.
So the thing is, we need to know where the tanks are because we need to realize when the boss isn't facing there so that we don't get shot in the face with a green beam of death. Other than that, doesn't really matter.
The big reason to be away from the tanks is just so that the tanks can pop the purple balls away from the raid, because the further away you are, the less damage you take.
And don't stand on the tank because Forging Strike has a 5-yard raise.
Purple balls, watch out. Laser.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Return to where you were. Go to your heads. Alright, switch to the red. Watch the purple ball as I get hit. Sorry.
Trank going out.
Him out. Balls up.
We should wipe this and start again.
Beam.
Laser. Get mark up.
Chubbs is popping balls.
We don't have a... Oh, he's up. Good.
Laser.
Beam.
You have 15 seconds until the ads come up, so start thinking about moving towards that. Five now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Eliminate.
You don't have a tank up, so it's a wipe.
So FYI, that this will.
Will we have recovery?
Yes, tends to.
We die quickly.
Don't release.
Die fast.
Die.
Jump off the edge.
Snuffles missed what you said there. He said this will, and you cut off.
While they're in initializing, they don't need to be tanked. They just stand there.
Right, you
So
act
what I
as
was-
a DPS during that phase.
So I want to ask a question. Is there a reason why Mark and Adam are standing on opposite sides of the platform?
We don't need to be.
And
They
is
just
there
need
a
to be
reason
5
why
yards
Mark?
apart.
And then is there a reason why Mark, your people are standing over there with you? Because ideally, all the raid would be over where that moon is right now, and you two would both be on the other side, and that way you would be popping the balls every time they looped around.
We can do that.
Does that make sense to people?
Makes sense to me.
Just try to. Maybe we should have, since the bosses don't need to be tanked while they're initializing, maybe we can pop a few purple balls by red in the intermediate phase the second time around. The first time around, there aren't very many up, but.
What I was thinking is that, Mark will tank about where he's been tanking it, and Adam will be hanging out over there as well. And while one of them is tanking, the other is just behind catching the balls as they roll by.
People need to remember to kind of gravitate back toward moon then after ruiners and stuff.
Yes.
On
really-
the bloodlust, can we do the bloodlust? Like, give everybody a little bit of time to get over to the edge?
People, we need to call it a tiny bit earlier, and then people need to start moving over there, because ideally, everyone would be there and you would bloodlust the moment they appear, because that's when they take the most damage.
Right, they have a debuff that goes on over the phase, and they take less and less damage.
Hold on, Eladra needs longer.
No, I'll wait for the bloodlust.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Sorry. I'm like, wait.
Purple balls.
Nice.
They're
Mark.
all in melee.
Laser. 10 seconds. Start getting towards your heads.
Purple team, go to the orange one.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Get the ad down and then go back to the moon. Watch the purple balls. Alright, back to moon. Laser coming.
Counted.
Wings on Adam.
Do you want Makati up or you want to save the res for a tank?
Is this orange thing on the ground doing damage?
Let's save it for a tank. Laser.
Will do damage when another one goes down if you're too close.
And then get in place for the next. Oh no, about 15 seconds to get in place for the next ads.
Counted.
Alright, now start going for the ad.
That was bad. That was just a hammer and a ball at the same time.
That was Forging Strike. It wasn't my turn.
Oh, weird.
Alright, this is gonna be a wipe. So let's do it quickly. Start again.
Wipe. Jump off the edge. The positioning felt better that time.
Yeah, I ran away too soon. I'm sorry. So those orange little lantern things in the ground. What's the mechanic?
So those are the reverberating strike, and every other time, not reverberating strike.
Yeah.
No, reverberating strike.
Reverberating strike, and every subsequent reverberating strike, each of them is gonna blow up again, like that.
Adam,
like
he
that
targets someone in
boss.
melee range. He targets someone in melee range, casts a reverberating strike on them. When the reverberating strike goes off, it leaves that little orange lantern.
And for the rest of the match,
Stand on it, or do I need to get away?
no. For the rest of the match, every next reverberating strike, that thing is gonna do damage.
So that thing will it copies
It's like
the
a Spectre
reverberating
of
strike.
Betrayal.
But it's not raid wide damage. It's only in the area, so
Yeah.
you can avoid it just by not
Newark
standing
went on
there.
top of it, so we have a nice little collection of them.
Right. You want to try and overlap them, but not get yourself damaged.
Let's summon Ginsburg. It's a weird bug, annoying bug.
Yeah, Joe's back here with me too.
The ads are going much better.
How many waves do we have?
Till we kill the boss.
I feel like this fight's all about killing the ads and then grinding through his health, basically.
I think if you get to the third boss phase, then that's the what's it called?
Berserk.
The Berserk, yeah.
It's a big DPS check while avoiding bad shit.
Alright, we're gonna do a break here. Here's break timer.
I'm just not sure we can afford to burn DPS cooldowns unless they're really short on the boss.
Oh no, DPS cooldowns are for ads.
Yeah, I think I can get away with King's Bane.
Did anybody catch how much health the boss had?
66% when you call the wipe.
As he transitions at what?
It's timed. It's not.
It's he's got an energy bar, and when it hits 100, that's when he summons the ads.
For some reason, I thought it was health based.
No, it's just a linear energy bar.
It's about 35 seconds.
Yeah. Well, it's 35 seconds the first time because he starts at like 85% energy. But yeah, from that point on, when he has to do the whole bar up to 100 again, it takes about a minute and a half or so. He's not at 85, it's like 75%.
No, I don't think so, Antorus.
I felt like that last time I was able to get a couple of the balls as they came back around. It wasn't too bad.
The positioning was better there.
I feel like from this point forward, the fights start getting really ramping up.
When does the construct come up? Is that later phase?
What construct?
Oh, the constructs of the ads. I didn't know if there was another ad on top of that. So when that first construct up, usually it's my turn to be tanking the red one. Where do you want me to put him? Can I put him near the boss, closer to where Haman is?
Ideally, if the taunt swap could be done that way, the off tank would be over with the rest of the raid, so that the melee could get him down, and then you'd go back over there. But if that doesn't work, then I guess you have to be...
It's because the red's over by where Haman and I are standing to start the fight. That's kind of where we go back to every time we get done with an ad phase. So the red will be over there by it. Is it been okay the last couple times? I mean...
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is that people have to make sure to stay away from you. We had a couple of deaths because they weren't 5 yards from the tank when the tank got his, whatever that's called, that strike.
Okay, I'll keep him a little bit farther away.
I mean, it's
as
tricky
soon as
because
we've got a taunt swap, I just turn around and taunt him.
Yeah, the taunt swap's easy for us. I mean, the melee range is ridiculous on the bubble bath boss,
So we just have to, the players have to stay away from you, the healers and the DPS.
Yeah, the forging strike's only a 5-meter radius, so if you're getting hit by it and you're not a tank, it's because you're standing right on the tank.
What is this far nonsense? It's 5 yards. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.